We've got no water pressure. What is going on? I'm looking for the pump shed. What that is. You just hear it going there now. Mate, where are you taking us? Yeah, that's the butcher.
We're with you in a tick.
We were only passing through Cunnamulla, but that plan changed quickly. G'day, gang.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us again. We're just leaving the fantastic Eula Queen pub.
Yeah, we've had such a nice time there. Adam and Drew are absolutely lovely hosts.
Well, don't know where this Cunnamulla Fella is. He seemed to be in the park here.
Some sort of festival thing. Oh, we're walking in the wrong direction.
He's over there. That's where he is, right there. Cunnamulla man. Only a young fella. Yeah, there, dear. Look, there we are. With the Cunnamulla man. There he is.
Yep.
Proves we're here.
Yes.
These aren't just copied videos from somebody else, you know. We take these ourselves. Bronson leaves his mark everywhere he goes. Where are you taking us, Bronson? Mate, where are you taking us? Have you checked the map out? You know where you're going? Yeah, that's the butcher. We thought you'd find the butcher.
You know, it's the butchers.
A lot of old pubs that are not pubs anymore.
Well,
Well, these cheeky devils are having today off as a public holiday for Anzac. Hey, it's not a holiday in Queensland, you guys. Get back to work. We were expecting it to be open. In Queensland's not an Anzac holiday. It seems Cunnamulla business people didn't get the message, didn't get the memo. Here we are, walking the lonely, deserted streets of Cunnamulla. Yep, someone forgot to tell these guys, dear. You gonna what?
pick a rose at the caravan park and put it in the caravan.
You're gonna steal someone's property.
We'll get more water in the caravan and it'll get... Yep.
Not much point walking up the rest of this street, everything's shut. Now this is something we see a lot of in these country towns. Some of this artwork is stunning. These artists need real credit. The time and effort in putting this stuff in is just amazing and tends to be all over the towns. Really well done. Nice fancy police station artwork. Look at that, police station artwork. Very, very tidy little park this. All drive-through sites. All drive-throughs, drive straight. You can stay connected if you want, or you can unhook. Tons of room. We've actually unhooked, but we stayed connected and still had probably 15, 20 feet spare. You wouldn't expect this sort of thing. We're in the middle of the bloody desert out here and you've got this oasis. This whole place is a big oasis. Everything here. Very tidy. There's cubicles, showers. Very, very tidy. Very nice indeed.
Nice little...
Good sized camp kitchen. The old wood-fired oven over there and barbecues, microwaves, fridge. Everything's here.
Jukebox.
Jukebox. Oh, it works. All right. Very tidy. And here's the riverfront. little places like this sort of stashed around the place. Your own little private, your own little, what do you call it, bungalow?
Fishing's in the river.
Gorgeous spot, isn't it? Very nice indeed. So this place is, what was it? It was, well, it said 38 a night on Wikicamps, but it's actually 48 for a powered site. Very, very, very tidy place for in the middle of the outback. I mean, when you look at all these gorgeous sites, years of growth, these trees and shrubs to come up like this.
It's even fruit trees. Look at that gnarly old thing. It's like something
I mean,
out of...
you look at those sites over there. You know, they're all drive-through sites, every one of them. Very nice indeed. Harry Potter tree. Does look a bit, doesn't it? Isn't that an amazing tree? It does. It reminds me, just let the tree out of Harry Potter. We better get away in case it reaches down and grabs us. Quick, love. Let's go before it grabs us. Come on, get out of here. It's moving. It's moving. That was close. Yeah, so out here in the outback, the old, $15, $20, $25 a night places, I think are long gone. I think these people are struggling like everybody else, and especially this year, there's no... This is the peak season, at the beginning of the peak season, and everything's empty. Parks are all empty. All the campgrounds are empty. Even the free stops we went to, we normally you'd expect a stack of places, vans to be there, but I think we saw, 3 of our stops. There was like, one other van. That was it. One other van, which you wouldn't expect, especially this time of year. But this is pretty. This is really nice. What are you doing, Bronson? What are you doing, mate? There's nothing here. You're going hunting. Hmm? There's nothing here, mate. Hey, come on. This way. Gorgeous, full drive-throughs. Drive-through, you've got a complete lawn on one side, so you can pull your van right up over to the left, step out onto the lawn, have your annex out on the lawn. Well, not annex, but your awning. I doubt they would let you put mats down on this, it's too good. But over there you can see full power water hookups. Very nice indeed. Very happy with that. Look at the size of these sites. They're massive. Yeah, here's we're up here. Here's the back of the beast. Look at that. Warning out over the grass. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Righto, Bronson. Let's go. This way. This way. Good boy. We've got no water pressure. What is going on? Okay, I'm looking for the pump shed. Whatever the fuck that is. Presume it's going to be somewhere down here. All right. Looking for the pump shed. The dump point. Office. No pump shed. Okay. Oh, no pump shed listed on that. So, I reckon it's got to be somewhere around there. All right, we'll go back. We'll follow it all the way around. We'll find it. Found the pump house. We had to come around here. We had to reset the master switch box. It had to be reset. They tripped. And we had to come up here. And then we had to play with this unit here. And I went through all the reset procedures with the lady over the phone. And we managed to get the pump system fired up again. Pumps are working again, so we've got water pressure. You can just hear it going there now. Took a few resets. Well, there you go. Here's my good deed for the day in the dark. So there you go. Helped him out. All right. Time to mosey on out of Riverside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warrego Riverside caravan park.
Riverside. Nice park. Really nice park. So, yeah, a little electrical water issues yesterday, but the lady was so good about me getting it all up and running for everybody here that she told us not to pay for our site. She gave us the free site, so that was a bonus. See? Pays to be a good Samaritan occasionally.
Yeah. You're always a good Samaritan.
Heading into town, back into Cunnamulla. Going to do the Artesian tunnel history thing, museum.
Also goes back in time. Pretty clever, eh? Took me years to perfect, but worth the time and effort to give you an insight into the treasures below. From giant dinosaurs to the lifeblood of this land and the world's biggest underground river, the Great Artesian Basin. There is so much history and so many treasures beneath us waiting for you to discover. It takes a couple of minutes to get to the bottom, but well worth the ride. Made the hair on the back of my neck stand up the first time I went down and back. Anyway, enough of my yabbering. All you have to do is push the button to open the lift and step inside. A bit of time for a few adjustments to make sure it's smooth, but it should be alright though, mate. In theory. So, it'd be nice to know what happened to the last lot when that so when you get to the night, you may run into an old mate of mine, the good bloke. Bit of a nut. Colourless enough. He'll be more than that. Tell you a bit about his life's passion. Right. Awkward though, there's no need to panic. Yeah, I'll just do a bit of a minor adjustment here and go. And then right. Right. Oh wait, what's this? Don't remember a yellow one. Where it goes there. Yeah, good to go. Mate, hey, who would have thought, eh? Still alive in the old thing yet. Anyway, look, have a bit of an explore, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two as well, eh?
Incredible. It's so realistic.
Yeah, I started when I was 16. In fact, I used to come in here to my old man Back when I was just a little.
I'll be with you in a tick. How's the ride? Better than the last lot, I hope. Haven't heard so much screaming in a long time. Only kidding. You're here and that's all that matters. Hopefully old mate up top told you a bit about the place. There's a lot to take in, the dinosaurs and the Artesian Basin. There's more to discover at the end of the tunnel too. My life's goal, Opal. There's nothing like the lure of perfection. And always at the end of the tunnel, digging down into the earth, no ladders and the like, just cut footholds as you go. And all the time searching for the end of the opal chaser's rainbow, where the sandstone meets the clay. And then, out here, if luck is with you, the pot of gold, the elusive Yower nut. Oh, it's a thing of real beauty. It's hard to match, to be sure. And each one unique in its own right. And then the anticipation before you open it. And the colours. The fire. It's better than opening any macadamia nut, I can tell you that for nothing. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. Have a look around. And most importantly, enjoy. See you around.
Well, that's it for this run. It's funny how quiet these sheds get when it's all done and dusted. Different story when it's going on. All manner of noise. Shearers going hard at it, sheep going in. Kick off at 7:30 and stumps by 5:30 with a couple of smokers and an alpha lane. Oh, over 6,000 sheep just went through here. Not bad for 40,000 acres. I mean, that's above the average of 7 an acre. And pretty happy with my effort too. I average 200 a day, which is not too shabby. You see, most people do 180, so 200 a day. That's no mean feat. And you're paid per sheep, so I'm in the money. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. Though, me back feels like it could on occasion. You see, for a lot of years they reckon the Cunnamulla District rode on the sheep's back, and there's some truth in that. But it was our back that helped pay for it. Though, the harnesses do help. Not like those old timers. They did it hard. And all with hand shears.
Access and harness the Artesian Basin. Land that had relied on seasonal creeks, shallow wells and dams was transformed. Originally a cattle station, Tinnenburra delivered between 5,000 and 15,000 head to the Victorian market each year. But with his shrewd eye for opportunity and rising wool costs, Tyson converted Tinnenburra to sheep. Tens of thousands of them. And true to his nature, he built the largest shearing shed in the Southern Hemisphere. Now this colossus of a shed stood upon 1,000 cypress pine logs and accommodated over 100 shearers. The shed was so large that it gave rise to its own bush yarn that was pretty popular at the time. You see, James Tyson was a quiet man who objected to swearing and unruly behaviour. And the story goes that he fired a shearer for swearing and told him to collect his belongings and go, which he did. But, of course, the shed was so long, by the time he got to the other end, he'd grown a beard. And the supervisor didn't recognise him, so he offered him a job. Yeah, stuff of legends, eh? When he passed in 1898, Tyson was worth over £2.5 million. And people of his time thought him a pious, beady-eyed money grabber. That was far from the truth. He supported endless charities, donated to organisations and individuals, and set land aside on Tinnenburra for the traditional owners. He was ahead of his time and didn't go around blowing his own trumpet, as they say.
I reckon the last stanza of Banjo Patterson's poem, simply titled Tyson, shows the measure of the man.
And here's the man, James Tyson, the character. And Tinnenburra, it says here, was originally Australia's largest cattle station of 2.1 million acres. But then he figured went to sheep, more money in sheep, and built then Australia's largest wool shed. Pretty different when you look. We went to John Darien wool shed, and we thought that was pretty impressive. You think you come to one of these places, you think you've seen it all, seen one, seen them all. It's not quite like that. It's worth dropping into many of these historical sites because what you see at one isn't necessarily the same as what you see at the other. You can see a lot more information, gather a lot more knowledge. But this was amazing. Tinnenburra, I'd never heard of it. Never heard of the place. And he went to tens of thousands of sheep and made his serious money. So good on him. Warrego, Pioneer Lodge. So, the Masons. From 1899, Lodge number 110. Interesting.
Okay, get your head around this. About 2 million years ago, it rained on the Great Dividing Range in Queensland. Today, that same water bubbles up in South Australia. Think about it. The last time this water saw the light of day, giant, hippopotamus-sized diprotodons were grazing on the coast. The Tasmanian tiger was alive and hunting. And Australia was the home of a lion called the thylacoleo that had the strongest bite of any mammal in history, living or extinct. So, this water has been travelling at a painfully slow pace through porous rocks deep underground. Sometimes it bubbles and soaks its way to the surface through natural springs, and other times we've found ways to dig down and find it. Either way, it is the key to life to about a quarter of the continent. We call it the Great Artesian Basin. It's a massive area. It stretches from Cape York to Dubbo and Coober to the southeast corner of the Northern Territory. That's almost a quarter of Australia. When it rains on what we call the recharge bed areas of the basin, the water seeps down and collects in the aquifers. Scientists estimate that there's around 65,000 million megalitres of water in the basin right now. A megalitre is 1 million litres. 65,000 million of them would be enough to cover all the land on the planet in almost half a metre of water. And animal species that have evolved in these unique ecosystems. Many of these can't be found anywhere else in the world. John Oxley was the first white explorer to cross part of the Great Artesian Basin in 1818. But his team was defeated at the Macquarie Marshes by one of the recharge beds without anyone even knowing what it was.
June 28. We proceeded 9 or 10 miles when the morasses almost assumed the appearance of lakes. The country was a barren scrub, and in places very soft, the horses falling repeatedly during the day. Circular pools or hollows covered the whole plain and seemed to be formed by whirlpools of water, having a deep hole in the bottom, through which the water appeared to have gradually drained off. We seemed indeed the sole living creatures in those vast marshes.
Charles Sturt got further than Oxley 10 years later and found springs along the bed of the Darling River. Other explorers soon discovered more springs, salt mounds and wetlands. These are all pretty good indications of underground water.
Droving stock in Australia is tough work. We keep on pushing inland, and at last we've found a way to conquer these harsh plains. The freshwater springs are the key to the desert for us stockmen. It's the only way man and beast can have a drink. Keep on going. And don't think we're out of touch. The springs are being used as sites for telegraph repeater stations across the arid centre.
But the thing is, the early settlers still didn't think the Great Artesian Basin existed. Sturt had this theory that hidden in the middle of Australia somewhere was this vast and mysterious inland sea, and a lot of people believed him. They were half right. The water was there, but it was hidden deep underground. And then in 1878, a shallow bore was drilled on Killara Station near Bourke, and it produced fresh and flowing water, and nothing was ever the same.
The water poured out to such an extent, the engineer tried to turn it off, but it was no use. I tell you, that all that water shooting up into the air couldn't be wiped out, and you wouldn't want it. It was glorious. There's so much water now, we have a lagoon, and the cattle wade in it up to their bellies. The boss put our town on the map. People have travelled hundreds of miles just to have a look.
And not much has changed. While today's bore driller might find life a little easier, the thrill of still finding fresh water in a parched land is enough to give you goosebumps.
And then after that, Sue's not doing it. She's not really interested. I'll do it all. She's got Bronson.
Well,
And then we'll head off to our next destination, which is exciting.
yeah.
And we'll show you and share it when we get there. It's only a short trip. It's only at 60k, so we'll be there shortly. So that'll be it. Done. Speak to you soon, team. Goodbye, Cunnamulla. Till next time. Whenever that might be. Actually, we will be back through here at some point because we may come this way through to Birdsville and all that sort of stuff. So
All right.
you never know.
Yeah, kiddo.
Charleville, Bourke and St George. There's only one of them we're heading towards. St George. But we're not going as far as St George. We're stopping at a special place, aren't we, dear?
Yes.
It's a special place probably many of you have already seen before in other videos. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. Look at all this traffic.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I've seen so many cars in a line for a while.
No, that's it. Let's go. Right.
Oh, I didn't end up taking a picture of the tower. The water
Too
tower.
late now.
Yeah.
One slow road, one campfire, one more morning glory. If the plan falls over, we laugh and rewind. A bigger sky, a kinder town, time.